This is a video, a tutorial video for creating a franchise out of custom teams. And once you download the materials and open up the instruction text file, you'll have some information in here that will pertain to a mix of NFL and custom created teams. But what I want to focus on is creating a franchise out of custom teams or created teams. I do have a disclaimer though. When I first wanted to test these with the some of the files, custom teams, because they were from different, I guess, versions, or they were edited outside of Madden, or something went wrong that the files weren't, the franchise didn't want to work. So I ended up creating 32 teams in Madden, and then I just borrowed the custom art, the colors from the leagues that I'm gonna kind of showcase here. So the ones that I'm gonna use, it's gonna be the AAF, the LFA Mexico, UFL, and the XFL, I guess 2.0 or 2020. So when you open the instructions, I'm gonna go step by step here. The first steps, it's saying to export the custom teams that you're gonna use, and then you're gonna open up the Xmod franchise spreadsheet, which is this one, and you're gonna put the name of the team that you're gonna swap out for the Bears. So you put your custom team name there that's gonna replace the Bears. You're gonna put that team name that's gonna replace the Bengals, and so on to the bottom. Now these last three are supposed to be in that order, so just leave them alone for now. That's basically what these first steps is telling you to do. Now I'm going to bypass that. I'm just going to import the teams just to speed up things. So let me do this. Now I'm going to use this program to put the window of Madden in this corner, and then I'm going to display the spreadsheet over here, just to give you, I guess, an example of how you can put your spreadsheet over here and Madden over here, and you can import your teams by the names you have listed over here. So we'll wait for Madden to start. And another thing, I'm going to be closing and opening Madden because my laptop is pretty slow when running multiple applications. So, okay, once you've exported and opened up the franchise and listed your teams in this corner here, you're going to open up the created team roster, and that roster is basically an empty roster ready to create your franchise. And And to be honest, that's not the name of it. It's called xmod blank. So we'll change that. The xmod blank roster file, and then you're gonna import the teams you want to swap with the teams in the list. So if you were to import the teams, which I'm going to do right here, you know, you would go over here, you look at the first team, and then you would search for the team and then import the team, you know, and so forth until you go all the way down to the bottom. But I'm just going to import the teams just to speed things up, so bear with me, guys. Man, I hope I did that right. Hold on. So that's one. Let me see if I didn't do a team twice. So far, so good. So I should have 32 of them here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. 32 of them. And then we're going to save the file. Now let's go to the second step here. Second set of instructions. And then we're going to open the Madden NFL DB editor. And there's a new version with a new name of it, which is okay. So what I need to do, guys, is I need to close Madden because it runs my system like super slow when I have it running. Okay, so did I close the other one? Man, I didn't mean to do that, but I think I did. Okay, let me see where it's at here. So we need to change this to okay, so we're going to open the Madden Extreme D editor. We're going to export, and we're going to load the roster that we just saved. We're going to export the team table, and then we're going to insert or add information to that team table. And then we're going to add the coaches and then save the roster again. So we open that file that we just saved, which was custom team. And it says go to the team table. And we're going to export that. And then we're going to add the Xmod franchise spreadsheet. And what this is going to do is make your custom teams. It's going to assign the conferences and divisions and the team rivalries within those divisions, and set your custom teams that are created, number 5, to 0, because that's how you can. That's the way you can display your teams for when you create a franchise. Now you go to the coach table, and you're going to import the coach table. Again, in order to create a franchise, every team needs 4 coaches: the head coach, the offensive coach, the defensive coach, and the special teams coach. And then we save the file once we have that. And then we can move on to the next step. These set of steps. So we're going to go back to Madden and load that roster that we just saved in the DB editor. And we're going to create a franchise out of it. And then save that franchise. take note that the logos will be replaced by the NFL logo temporarily. All right, let's like I said, I need to go and run Madden. So we're gonna load that roster. Franchise. All the logos will be temporarily the NFL logo, but you'll have the names here. And I kind of like the Mexicas. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong, but they kind of look like my Tecate team. So, and select the teams. We're gonna start that franchise. Notice the background, the NFL logo, and then we're gonna save that roster. And we're gonna alt tab out, but I'm gonna close it because it runs my system like super slow. And then we're gonna alt tab out. Then let's do these set of steps here. It says open the exported team table, and that the team table that we exported, we're gonna open that. So, which was custom teams. And it says here, delete all the teams except the main 1 to 32. So we don't need the Sharks. That's going to be team TGI 0. And then we don't need these at the bottom. And then sort the TGI from smallest to largest. Delete all the columns except Toyd and T-type. Toyd and T-type. Alright, so I'll delete that. Okay, now it says, okay, I am going to change these steps. I'm just going to put if Toyd is greater than 32, then set the Toyd value to 33. Or I'm going to say if Toyd is greater than 33, or the team is a created custom team, then set it to 33. and then save the file. So since this is a created team, we're going to use the default 3D fans. This is what sets the 3D fans for the teams. So number 1 would be the Bears, and you would have like the Bears 3D fans wearing the bear costume and stuff like that. The 33 is the generic one, and this is gonna set the teams back to their original team type. So we're gonna save this as, and I'm just gonna save it as Toyd. I think I can do that right. I'm gonna replace it, and I guess I can close it, right? And I already saved it. Now let's go back to the last set of instructions. It says here to go back to the DB editor and load the franchise. Go to the team table and add the CSV file that we saved up here, and then save the franchise. So let's open up the franchise, which was 0. We're going to go to the team table, and then we're going to add the information that we just saved in the roster file, which was Toyd. And once it's done, we need to save the roster. That's basically, and then go back to Madden and load the franchise. All right, so let's do that. And we're gonna load that franchise. So notice in the background here, I've got my logo back. And then notice all the custom teams that I have they have their logos as well. So let's simulate. Let's see how far we can go. Alright, my team made it to the playoffs there. Oh well. Well. We got the XFL against the AAF for the first ever spring bowl. Let's see what it looks like.
Super Bowl is only minutes away, and here they come out onto the field.
I always say that last year's champion is still the champ until someone else wins the title. And that's exactly what's going to happen here tonight.
Both teams have taken the field, and we're ready for tonight's kickoff.
Well, I hope that helps, guys. And if you have any questions, just post them on the website, and I'll see if I can help you guys. All right, have a good one.